Hello, welcome to Mindful Musings. I'm Dee Dee, your host. How are you today? It is Monday, November 3rd, and I just wanted to check in. A day in the life of Dee Dee. Just because a few interesting little things have kind of cropped up that I just wanted to chat about, see, what you get from it, if anything. Anyway, that's who I am. If you already know me, you know that I just listen to my internal nudge, and when I get that nudge to come sit here and see what messages are coming forward, if there's any information, anecdotes, whatever from my higher self, higher wisdom, my spirit team, and then generally we'll pull a little oracle card for further guidance. Meant for uplifting, spiritual purposes, entertainment purposes only. I've been on the YouTube channel doing this for about a year, and thank you, those of you who are regulars, who have subscribed. Please remember to do so, like and subscribe, share, and by subscribing, all that does is it helps the channel, but it also notifies you when I create another video. That being said, let me see what else. I'm a sound bowl practitioner, an intuitive, an energy alchemist, and like I said, I'm basically an elder who I just want to share from my experiences of life and the different tools that I have learned throughout the years and practiced to help navigate these challenging times. That being said, okay. Two things. Well, three things. Okay. First one was it was great. I don't know why this is great, but it is. I had my visitor, my coop. I lovingly call it coop, for Cooper's hawk, and confirmed indeed that there are definitely two Cooper's hawk. One is the adult, thinking it's a mama coop, and then there is a juvenile. So I finally heard the juvenile speak today, and it was just so cute. It was squawking. It was, whatever. But to me, that was fascinating, and fascinating medicine with hawk, as hawks are always reminders, messengers from spirit world, and usually about lifting yourself above. Get yourself above to see the higher wisdom, to see what's going on from a higher perspective. And I think that's really important messaging for all of us right now, because it's super easy to get caught in this swirl of negativity and 3D muck, the lower energies. Remember to rise, lift yourself above, and view it from that place of neutral, compassionate detachment, the sacred witnessing. Watch, observe, do not absorb. Observe, do not absorb what is going on. I think that's powerful messaging for all of us. So thank you, Coop, and Coop Jr., Coop Mama. Not very original names, but I know who they are. And then another interesting thing, if you followed me for a length of time, you know I love birds and I feed the birds, and I even work at a place where we sell bird seed because I love talking with people about birds. Anyway, there's these things called bird seed cylinders. They're a seed mix that with gelatin, they're just formulated into a cylinder, usually with a hole in it. You stick it on a little feeder and you stick it out. What a cylinder does is it's easier on the human, basically. You can plop it out there and you don't have to be going out and filling the feeder every day or a couple times a day. It also provides, it's a little more work for the birds because they have to perch there and peck at it. So if you're into photography, it provides a nicer time span to be able to take pictures of the birds as they eat. That's it in a nutshell. R. Anyway, so I'd had 2 cylinders out there in the yard, and after they've been rained on a couple of times, it can get kind of nasty. And I kept going, well, my other one, but it's under a tree, is fine. The birds are still eating it. These birds aren't touching these guys. So I said, I'm just gonna go, toss them into the backyard, so the squirrels and raccoons and whoever can get them. So I go over and I go, well, that's interesting. But I go ahead and I take down the feeders one at a time and, toss them. Turns out yellow jackets had decided to nest in these cylinders. My guardian angel was working overtime on this. Because not that I'm oblivious to it, but I was oblivious to it. I'm looking at it going, yeah, looks like there's some yellow jackets here. Yeah, oh well. And I'm just taking it and tossing it. And I said, hey, you guys stay there. Your food's over there now. They didn't come after me. They weren't aggressive. I am so fortunate. Stupidity? Perhaps. Naivety is what I'm going to... that's a nicer term. The other one is too judgmental. And as you all know, if you know me, I don't like going into judgment. It's hurtful. Naive is a more pleasant term. It was just like this knowing that they're not going to hurt me. And, I'm taking them over to a new place. They can still have their home. Okay, then the reality of it is we have had a first frost. So they were probably a little more docile because, as the weather gets colder, these little things, except for the queens, do die out at the end of fall and in winter. But in retrospect, that was kind of a chancy thing. It was a risk. It went well. I'm not exactly sure what the message is of that, except that I really, really was trusting that I was safe and that they weren't going to come after me. My intentions were pure, that I was just moving them, but I was whatever. Anyway, very fortunate. And also, when you look at, I did not look up what hornets or yellow jackets per se, but wasps and all that can also, in Louise Hay terms and everything, be stinging thoughts. To watch how you talk to yourself as well, to make sure you're saying loving things, kind things, and looking towards a positive. We're not living in la la land. We're still aware of what's going on, but we don't have to go live in there. So I'll have to do a little more double checking to see what the actual yellow jacket means. But interesting things in nature. And then one more thing, pardon me, remember hydration. I hear the crows. Oh, well. Pardon me, you're going to see my butt. You hear all the crows? Something is going on today. Wow. Yeah, because between all the raptors, the birds of prey, and when I woke up this morning, actually when I went to bed, I was starting to feel like really kind of off and kind of like aggravated. Did my shower and all that, but what I think I might do is share with you what I do when I feel off, so that you just have that as a tool you can use. But something to be aware of, and if this has happened to you, there's a difference between not feeling like yourself, when you are processing and healing, and you just kind of know you're in the healing process, or not feeling like yourself and going, ugh, there is something really funky going on. This was something funky's going on. Well, I was listening to a YouTube channel. I really like her a lot, Mel Lawson. And interestingly enough, of course, she mentioned that this morning that she herself had woken up going, this is kind of weird. Take it all with a grain of salt. If it resonates, great. If it doesn't, great. And none of this is for fear purposes at all. It's just an awareness. To be aware of the energy around you. But they are really going at it out there. Interesting. Love the crows. Love the magic. But the image that she had gotten was being tethered. It was like the darkness, but to a dark energy of being tethered from her feet into the old earth. And that got me to thinking, because instinctively this morning when I as I was feeling kind of gross, I did that. I was cleaning out all my energy centers, and particularly the feet. So I guess what I want to say is stay aware. Do not go into fear at all, but just be aware that as the vibrations are lifting, as the new earth is essentially being formed in the energetic, there is still stuff going on in the darker, more negative, heavier energies. And to make sure you set your intentions to release and transmute any negative energies, anything that is not for your highest good, your highest timeline, and to the original organic blueprint. Does that make any sense? Because it will feel different the moment, because if you're anchoring into, and it wasn't just the old energy, it was an artificial. So it was a manipulation of well, that whole 3D stuff that's going on. It's a manipulation. It's not necessarily real. It is not, it's an illusion. So just be very aware of keeping your energy clear. And that means even like, how I have been saying, triple grounding from the base of your feet and, your base of your spine to the center of the earth. Let's make sure and just that it is the organic, true, for your highest good, so that we are anchoring into the positive, into the organic, the new earth, not the old one. Make any sense? I know it's a little out there, but I just want to cover our bases, and just even me saying that, it feels much lighter and much clearer to just be aware, self-aware of your energy. So let me just tell you briefly what I do, and particularly when I'm feeling a little off like that, and literally, okay, in the evening. So like last night, when I got home, and then I just started feeling aggravated and irritated, going, this is not my energy. This is really not my energy. And I decided, I'll take a shower. What I love to do is a great time to, while you are taking the shower, is to make sure you are grounded. Shoot those beautiful, golden roots in present time, for the highest time, into the earth, and visualizing as the water is streaming over you. You can visualize it that it is the golden light, the white gold light from the cosmic, flowing all over and just rinsing away any negativity, anything that does not serve you. I also like to just go ahead and go like this. I will literally place my hands up and just say, column of light from the highest of highs, anchoring it in for the highest good and bringing it in. And I will literally visualize, bring this in. So it's going through each of the energy centers all the way down, and then sending it into the earth for healing and transmutation. So that creates the as above, so below. And it's a very simple thing to do. It's creating that protective energy. It's clearing you out. It's bringing you into the present moment. And you call back your energy. I call back any of my energy that I may left. Visualizing a golden sun. That's purification of flame. It's purified, and you can call it in. And at the same time, you release any energies that are not mine. Wow, they're still going at it. You release it, transmute it. Revoke any energy that does not serve your highest good. So that's a very simple thing I do when I'm showering at night. And then this morning, when I was feeling kind of off-kilter, I grabbed some crystals. I have crystals all around, but if a crystal will speak to you, it'll let you know if this is, if you are drawn to a certain one. I grabbed my Lemurians, had a couple of Lemurians that I just was holding, and just in that half kind of awake stillness, again, imagining grounding into the earth, the cosmic gold light, the earth's energy healing, again, making sure it's for the highest and greatest good, anchoring it in. And then I visualized dumping cosmic gold energy down my grounding cords to clean them out and bringing them into the present moment. And by doing that, it cleans it out, it transmutes any energy that is not serving you. So I got myself grounded in that way. And then I called forth Archangel Michael for protection, and called in to sever any energetic cords that are not serving me. And when you transmute it, when you disconnect it, make sure you are filling it back up with affinity, with your own life force. And then I visually just went through each of my chakras and allowed whatever images came in. So, I started with the Earth Star and allowed that to be cleaned out. And then I came on up to the root, allowed myself to visualize the red, and whatever images came up to transmute them and bring it into the present time, and asked it to balance and stabilize, visualizing the clear red. And then I went through each individual chakra, so of course the root chakra, which is our survival instincts, our connection. And then the second chakra, the sacral chakra of creativity, of sexuality, sensuality, our intuition, clear orange. And then asking it to come into present moment, balanced, stabilized. Remembering not to judge anything that comes up, but just transmute it. Then brought it up to the third chakra, which is our identity. That was interesting. Our entity, our power center, and that bright yellow. And this is also where I went ahead and just allowed the sun, visualizing the sun's energy just coming in to cleanse it, and then come out and purify it, bringing it all in, that fire of purification and ownership and of identity, empowerment. Empowerment, not power over. And again, bringing it into the present moment, balanced and stabilized and in alignment. Brought it up to the heart. Visualizing that emerald green. And of course, the heart chakra being one of love, of compassion, of forgiveness, where we store grief. And so just allowing what is ready to be released for the highest good. Transmuting that and breathing in that beautiful emerald green, bringing it into present moment, balanced and stabilized. Brought up to the high heart, the pink. Again, this is the bridge between the higher knowing and the heart, where we bridge the wisdom of the mind with the wisdom of the heart, of the intuition, and bringing that pink, balanced, stabilized. Bringing it on up to the throat chakra, that sky blue, speaking only truth, speaking only kind words to ourselves. Watch how we talk to ourselves, how we talk to others, giving ourselves permission to stand in truth and speak the truth. That clear sky blue, balanced, stabilized in the present moment, and then coming up to the third eye, the brow chakra, indigo blue, and then I allow this energy, the indigo blue, to come through the ears as well, because it's all connected here. Our intuition, our ability to see, our ability to hear, our clairs, all right here, to speak it, to hear it, to see it, to visualize, bringing this is our intuition, our higher knowing, bringing this into the present moment, balanced and stabilized and in alignment. And then coming up to the seventh chakra, the purple, our divine, our connection to the divine, our divine knowing, allowing that to come into the present moment. Make sure you are the direct source to your divine information. There is no mediary between you and divine source. And you bring that into the present time, balanced and stabilized. And then I'd go up to the soul star, platinum. And then just allow all the energies to align like sparkling jewels, that they come into the present moment, balanced, stabilizement, and in alignment. And you fill, surround, and protect yourself with your energy as it is flowing. And set your intention. I set my intention for the day. I walk in love, I walk in light. Only that which is for the highest good will come forward. And bringing everything into the present moment, into the proper size, chakra, open to close to its perfect place, balanced. And I immediately felt better. So that's just a little trick that I do, a quick energy alignment to assist when you're feeling a little bit wobbly. And that didn't take that long. You can do a very short, very, very short version of it too. I have this little thing. It's my little rose. It's my little golden rose. You can, in your mind's eye, you can visualize a golden rose. And you can quickly do a little clean out of each of the chakras, bringing in a new rose after you've cleaned it out, dissolve it, transmute it. That's a quick, very quick way of clearing out your energy centers. And make sure you get that golden energy down your grounding cords, out your hand chakras, your elbow chakras, all of that, the Alta Major. It's really super, super important that we are aware of our energy, because there is a lot out there that wants to distract us and to pull us back into the negativity, and we do not want to go there. If you find yourself going there, that's human. We do that. Just pull yourself back to center, remembering to be grounded, connected as above, so below, as within, so without. And fill your heart with gratitude. Remember to come back to the joy, come back to the love, because love is all there is. Love is the answer. If you don't know what to do, love it. Just love it anyway. Okay? Yeah, I'll do a real quick card pull for the highest and greatest good. See if there's any other messages. And Divine Masters. Okay, and the crows have gone away. Such a magical day. Truly magical. There is stuff going on. I haven't had a crow visit, well, since, I did that video about the messages of crows. The messages of, magic. There is transformation. There is great change happening. I know that's what, okay, this is the one that popped up. There is great change happening. Make sure you are choosing the light. Make sure you are choosing the change of love and higher vibration. Okay? This is Lady Venus. Ooh. Light activation. Oh, there's another one that came out. Call to action, a power surge, Earth mission. Wow, yes, followed by the Lemurians, clairvoyance activated, psychic awareness, sensitivity, and trust your intuition. Right on all the way. We are experiencing a power surge. That's why it's so incredibly important to make sure you are tapping in to the highest timeline, to the highest and purest frequency that you can hold. To make sure you are not tapping into any false timelines, false realities. And all you have to do is simply set the intention. That's all you have to do. There's nothing to be afraid of. Just set your intention that only that which is for the highest and greatest is welcome. All else, back to source. Because we are going through a major energy surge, a powerful activation. In this energy activation, also our clairvoyance is getting greater. Trusting it. Trust your intuition now. Trust the mind, heart. Here in the high heart, it is being activated. They're working in conjunction with each other to trust that intelligence, because it is intelligence of the heart, the wisdom of the heart. The divine masculine and the divine feminine working together. We are just really being encouraged to stay aware. Don't go to sleep. Meaning, don't become complacent. Don't go into that dark hole of depression. Stay alert in your energy. Stay cognizant and aware of your energy so you keep your energy clear and clean and that will allow you to activate your highest abilities, because you are needed at your most highest functioning light right now. It is, the words that came in is, it's getting really, really, really dark. Come back to the light, come back to the love. It's not comfortable. We're not going to like what we see. Observe like the hawk. Observe like the crows. There is change happening. And the change exterior on the physical may look really rough and awful. Please keep trusting your higher self, that higher wisdom, your intuition that lets you know that everything is okay. The words that came in is, look at yourself in the mirror, lovingly repeat as you look into your eyes, everything will be all right. Everything is all right. You are loved, you are protected, we are guided. Do not give in to the fear or the sensationalism. We cannot control anything that's going on out there. All we can do is control how we come back to our shining, bright, benevolent beings that we are. Hearts filled with love, compassion, forgiveness, and joy. Remember periodically, especially now, look in on yourself, check in on yourself throughout the day, and at a minimum in the morning, at noon, and at night when you go to bed. Clear out your energy field, check in, write in your journal, have a gratitude list, whatever tools you have available to keep your heart opened, your mind open to the light, to the trusting, to the love. It is okay to go have cake and ice cream and to go play when the world is crumbling. You can't do anything about the crumbling. All you can do is take care of yourself and be in your light and loving. And from that place, send light and love and forgiveness and compassion to all who are affected by this. But it's imperative that you take care of you and you stay true to who you authentically are on your highest timeline for your highest and greatest good. Be vigilant. Wow, that's coming in real strong. So be vigilant. Be you, be true. Keep breathing. I'll check in with you later. Thank you for being on this journey. Thank you for shining your light, for sharing who you are so beautifully. We've got this. The light is prevailing. Just remember, we are not privy. Even when we take a higher perspective, we can't get high enough to know what is really going on. All the immense changes that are happening on the other realms, just because we're not equipped to. But keep believing and knowing and trusting that there is something far greater than we know that is taking place. The divine in me, I see you, sees the divine in you. And so be it. Namaste.